It's a Sunday evening, and your dog has been out of the bath for barely an hour. You just washed him. You did everything right. The good shampoo, a second rinse, 40 minutes of work, and a bathroom floor soaked from wall to wall. He shakes off, trots into the living room, and climbs up onto the couch beside you. And there it is again, that smell, the one you just spent your whole evening trying to wash away. Lean in close, and it's not really a dirty smell at all. It's a little sweet, a little musty, something like corn chips or old bread left out too long. It rolls off his belly, his paws, the soft folds around his mouth. That specific smell is the thing I want you to notice. Most people walk past it and think, wet dog. I don't. To me, that faint, sweet note is a fingerprint, and it tells me the bath was never going to fix this. Here's the part that stings. It came back before he was even dry. Not the next day, not after a muddy walk, within the hour. Dirt doesn't do that. When a smell returns that fast, you're not looking at a dog who needs cleaning. You're looking at something living on the skin itself. Most people fight this exact smell the way the shampoo aisle wants them to. Wash him again. Buy the stronger bottle. The $20 odor control one, the medicated one, the deodorizing spray that covers it for a day before it creeps back. You scrub harder because scrubbing feels like it should work. It's the thing everyone half remembers being told. Stinky dog, give him a bath. Nobody ever actually taught you why that fails. And it does fail, because every time you strip that coat down with more soap, you wash away the natural oils that keep his skin balanced. You can even nudge the skin in the exact direction that helps the odor-causing yeast thrive. So the harder you wash, the better you feed the very thing making the smell. The bath isn't the cure. A lot of the time, the bath is the problem. Now sit with this for a second. There's one step you do after the bath, not another bath, an extra 60 seconds at the end, that changes the skin itself so the smell can't move back in. It costs pennies. It's probably in your kitchen right now. I've spent decades as a veterinarian, most of my life with my hands on animals like yours. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't learn this one from a textbook first. An old country vet trained me early on, back before the fancy sprays existed, and he rinsed nearly every dog that came through his door with this. The science only caught up later and proved the old man right. So here's what you're getting today. One 60-second rinse. 3 things you need to check before you trust it. And the single reason that smell keeps coming back, no matter how many baths you give. Because the thing you trust most to fix it is often the thing keeping it alive. Let me start with the part most people skip right past. A clean dog can still stink. And the reason has nothing to do with how well you washed him. Your dog's skin is alive. Not just the dog, the skin itself. It carries tiny amounts of yeast and bacteria all the time, even on a perfectly healthy animal. That's normal. That's how every dog is built. These microbes sit quietly on the surface and cause no trouble at all when they're kept in balance. Water is what wakes them up. That famous wet dog smell isn't dirt getting wet. It's these little organisms releasing their odor the moment they get damp. And when one of them, a yeast, grows past its normal amount, the smell stops being a mild background thing and becomes the sweet, musty note you keep chasing. That's the corn chip smell. That's your answer. When it comes roaring back within hours of a bath, you're not looking at a dirty dog. You're looking at an overgrowth on the skin. So the fix was never going to be more scrubbing. The fix is changing the surface those organisms live on. Here's the remedy. After the bath, as the very last step, you rinse your dog with watered-down apple cider vinegar. That's it. 60 seconds of work at the end of a wash you're already doing. Let me tell you why it works, because the reason matters. That yeast likes a certain kind of skin to grow on. Vinegar is acidic. When you wet the coat with a diluted vinegar rinse, you lower the skin's surface acidity into a range the yeast does not like. You're not masking the smell. You're taking away the conditions the smell needs to exist. The acetic acid in vinegar has real, documented action against this kind of fungus. This isn't a scented cover-up. It's a change to the skin itself. Now, the mix. And please pay attention to the amounts, because stronger is not better here. 1 part apple cider vinegar to 3 or 4 parts warm water. Roughly a cup of vinegar to 2 or 3 cups of water. Never pour it on straight from the bottle. Straight vinegar on skin is too harsh, and you'll do more harm than good. Here's how you use it. Finish your normal bath and rinse the shampoo out completely. Then take your vinegar mix and pour or sponge it over the whole coat. Get down to the skin, the belly, the legs, the paws, in under the folds, around the face and the legs, where the damp likes to hide. Work it in gently with your hands for about a minute. Then, and this is the part people get wrong, do not rinse it back out. Leave it on. Towel him and dry him from there. The acidity needs to stay on the skin to keep doing its job. Rinse it away and you've thrown out the whole point. And dry him properly, all the way down to the skin, not just the top of the coat. A damp undercoat is exactly where the smell rebuilds. If you have a thick or double-coated dog, this part matters even more, because the surface can feel dry while the layer underneath stays wet for hours. That trapped damp is a nursery for the very thing you just treated. Half of this remedy is the vinegar. The other half is a dog that's truly dry. Now I have to give you the rules that keep this safe, because a good remedy used carelessly becomes a problem. Never put vinegar on broken skin. If your dog has open cuts, raw patches, hot spots, or scratched raw sores, stop. It will sting and it will burn, and you've hurt an animal who already trusts you. Check him over first with your hands and your eyes. Keep it away from the face directly. Don't spray or splash it near the eyes, the nose, or the mouth. For the head, dampen a cloth and wipe gently around the muzzle instead. Skip the ears if they're red and inflamed inside. And the very first time you try this, test a small patch of skin and wait a day to make sure he doesn't react. If his paws are the problem spot, you can soak them instead. A half and half vinegar and water soak for 2 to 5 minutes. Then dry carefully between every toe. Here's the honest part I owe you, and it's the most important thing I'll say today. This rinse handles surface yeast smell. It does not fix a medical problem underneath. So before you lean on it, check 3 things. The ears. If the strong smell is coming mostly from his ears, that's usually an ear infection, and no rinse on his coat will touch it. That needs a vet. The back end. A sharp, fishy smell is almost always the anal glands, not the skin. Different problem, different fix. The mouth. Bad breath that spreads onto the coat every time he licks himself is dental disease. That smell starts in the teeth. And watch for the red flags that mean you close the vinegar bottle and pick up the phone. Skin that's gone black and thick and leathery. Crusting. Open sores. Raw, angry patches. A dog who is truly miserable, scratching and chewing without rest. That's past the point of a home rinse. That dog needs to be seen, and a simple swab under a microscope will tell your vet exactly what's growing. Be honest with yourself about which dog you have in front of you. The last piece is making it last, because the rinse works better when you stop feeding the problem between baths. Dry him thoroughly every single time, especially the paws and the folds after a walk across wet grass. Don't overbathe him. I know that's the opposite of what feels right, but every unnecessary wash strips the oils that keep his skin steady and invites the smell back stronger. Use a gentle dog shampoo made for a dog's skin, never your own, and chase the root cause. Most dogs with a smell that keeps returning have an allergy or a diet issue driving the whole thing. And that's worth working out with your vet. Because in the end, you're not fighting a smell. You're taking away the conditions that let it live on your dog in the first place. So here's what I want you to remember. The bath was never the fix. The 60 seconds after it is. The next time you wash your dog, mix that diluted vinegar rinse. Work it down to the skin, leave it on, and dry him all the way through. Then check those 3 trouble spots first: the ears, the back end, the mouth, so you know you're treating the right thing. Try it this week and see for yourself how much longer he stays fresh. If this helped you, subscribe. I put out practical, straight pet care you can actually use at home, no fluff. And tell me in the comments what your dog's smell is really like and whether that rinse changed it. Next time, I'll show you how to tell a food allergy apart from an environmental one, because that's the real root under most of these smells that keep coming back.